What's going on, everybody? ArcLad84 here. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Arc the Lad 2. Okay, last episode, we ventured into 2K Cave to try to rescue Rata and Nam's mother. Turns out, once we got to the finish, she was already dead. Had been for quite some time. Which, upon hearing news about that, Nam was in a complete and total rage and stormed off to the pyramid to find out what the deal is. And we all know that he's walking into an elaborate trap and is going to get himself killed. So Ark decided to stay behind for some reason to talk to Rata about this, and we went on ahead. So this is where we are now, so now our next stop is the pyramid. But before we go, as I said in the last episode, I did take a little bit of time off camera to go back through the cave one more time and explore some of the rooms I missed. Well, there were two rooms that we had passed up on in the past that I checked out. One further to the right in that big, humongous area that had multiple directions, and then there was also another one that was the northern right. Both of those contain fights with dragons or serpents. One of them having a group of serpents and a leviathan that ranged between levels 79 and I think the leviathan was like 84. So they were a little bit high up there, but they weren't too tough to tangle with. I had a pretty good party. But one of the items that we had found, first off, we found a black suit, which was... It's awesome because its highest defense rating goes up as far as 34, and Shu was kind of due for an upgrade, but here's the thing. The black suit is only meant for Shu and Shu alone. So that's kind of the only sad part. So I'll probably be using Shu a little bit more often some later battles to get his armor rating up, because he'll be a freaking tank. The other item that we found was an Iolite gemstone, which actually acts about the same way as a blue adventurin, which they heal critical injury upon use. I think when one is has it equipped. I mean, yes. Other than that, I think that was pretty much it. Just those two items were what we missed out on. Other than that, not much. So with that in mind, let us venture forward since we are pretty much prepared now. Well, let's check for items here. We got 6 magic apples and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 strengthened fruits. So we should be pretty much set for now. So let us journey onward and go meet up with Nam at the pyramid, which is our next stop.
I, Nam, Chief of the Saryu, break the seal!
Oh, that's some power. Looks like you just summoned a tornado and it just whoosh, magically disappears. Well, we can get inside now. But what lies ahead at the pyramid steps, we shall see. Wait a minute. No. That can't be. Could it? That guy looks familiar.
I, Nam of Saryu, have come to address the king.
And what pathetic triviality have you come to discuss today? I see. You wish to discuss the hostage.
I will not discuss this matter with you. I wish to address the king.
Well, your impertinent tone would suggest that you discovered our little secret.
You son of a...
I'll tell you another secret, if you'll shut up for a moment. I was the one that finished your hostage too. but not before showing her the love she so desperately craved. She was such a delicate truffle. It was almost a pity I had to kill her. However, orders are orders.
Oh, you bastard.
I'll kill you with my bare hands! We're just in time. Nam, I know the pain you're feeling, but this is not the way. You know? What could you possibly know of me? Nam, don't be foolish. If you go in there alone, they'll crush you. We all have pain in our lives, but we have to overcome it and make sure it isn't repeated. This insane approach will just result in more pain as your family mourns another loss.
That looks like Cassador. Why? What? Got your tongue, you ridiculous oaf? I believe the question you are trying to form is something like, why is the great General Cassador, who is supposed to be dead, standing there?
What? All I hear is the annoying buzz of a persistent sound knot. And the time has come to deal with this little annoyance, once and for all.
That's what I'd kind of like to know, because I remember seeing him last time. He was in the first Ark the Lad game, and I could have sworn that Ark and the group killed him.
Well, as you can see, I'm not dead. The one you killed in the desert was my golem, a cloned chimera. If you thought that battle was too easy, you were right. It wasn't me. And now, I have come here with only one purpose. I intend to declare war on Balbalod and Zarabon. Or more precisely, I intend to crush them.
Balbalod and Zarabon. What possible purpose could that serve?
We thrive on the power of darkness. The more destructive and vile humans become, the more strength we gain. Your greed becomes our blood, your conflict, our flesh.
So, I have been helping the one that murdered our tribe. How could I have been so stupid?
Well, this conversation is over. You have a perfect vantage point for my next act of destruction. Watch.
You are a typical third-class villain who will be killed after confessing his wrongs.
What's that? Why did it suddenly get... Oh no.
I seriously doubt you'll be presented the opportunity to kill me. That was our latest Romolian battleship. Our most powerful yet. They must have been building it in the pyramid! My, you do catch on quick, don't you? This new battleship will enable us to decimate the region, starting with... I bet you can guess where we'll start, can't you? So long, Saryu tribe! No!
Oh no. Oh, damn it, no.
Twice I have...
Pathetic.
Don't worry, your tribe will be fine.
Huh? Ark!
After what happened to Nam and Radha's mother, I felt that the camp would be a target, so Radha and I evacuated it. Good thinking, Ark! Cassador, I will not allow you to repeat the Saryu tragedy again.
as if you have a say in the matter. You're quite self-important, boy. Perhaps my friends here can take the wind out of your sails.
Oh my god! That's a lot of freaking clones! Holy bejeebus!
Seems like deja vu all over again, eh? Have fun, kids.
Okay, well, good news. Ark is back with us now. And now we get to face a bunch of golems. Fun, fun. Okay, let's see. I think I will use Ark, Toshu, Elk, Shu, and Poco for this fight. Shu, because since he's got new armor, I need to get his armor rating up, so. Okay, well. Have we fought these guys yet? No, we haven't. Not this particular type of golems. Oh yeah, first of all, Nam right here, don't worry about him. There's no need to protect him. They won't target him. The golems will only target us. So feel free to cut loose if you wish. Right now, I think we're going to start things off with a speed up. Gonna get ourselves buffed up a bit and let them start to make their way toward us. Let's throw on a protection. I am so glad I told Elk protection. There's not many characters we have that know protection. Let's see. Arc. Let's see. Let's get ourselves an expand range going. Alrighty. That's right. Let them come to us. Group up together. Let's see. So we got expand range, we got speed up. Let's see. I guess we'll go ahead and start taking the fight to these guys here. Let's start with this one. Nice. Alright, normally at this point I'd probably say let's go ahead and do a battle drum, but let's go ahead and start laying waste to these guys. Let's do a orchestra hit. Symphony! Normally it's supposed to weaken them a bit, but oh well. Alright. Let's see, use his bitch machine gun. Okay. Next we're gonna do Firestorm. I haven't done much Firestorm in a little while. And Arc, you can do Meteor Shower. And we get rid of one golem. Let's take this chance and knock this guy down. Ooh, boy. Level up to Toshu. Nice. 81 golems. And they have a lot of HP to deal with. Okay. I think now this time we will do Battle Drum. Just to be safe. So yeah, Cassadol. Bet you wasn't expecting that, were you? Quite a big shocker there. But he'll soon be dead too before you know it. Because we're going to be chasing him down throughout this pyramid. Once we get past these guys and make our way in. Come on. They're sure putting up a pretty good fight. Whew. Okay, we got 2 left. Let's see. Does anybody need healing? I think I'll throw up a healing herb, just to be safe. Come on now, you can't mess with a great Toshu. Nice going, Elk. Alright, you are the last one. Maybe I should switch to his shotgun and try using that for a little bit. Awesome. Okay. And that's a level up to Arc. Yes. Very good. Oh man.
Nam, we evacuated the people of your tribe to the forest east of here. They're worried about your well-being. You should go to them.
Cassadon will be mine!
Oh boy. Okay, so now we are inside the pyramid. We get to select our party up again. Okay, let's keep Elkin, Arc. They're pretty good people to have. Let's see, I think we're gonna, instead of Lisa, I think we might use Shantae this time, because she needs get some levels up. She's got healing powers as well. Like I said, I'm gonna work on Shu a little bit, so I'm gonna put him in. And, yeah, sure, why not? Let's have our heavy hitter Toshu join the fray. Okay, now, these panels right here, when you step on them, it shoots you forward, kind of like a conveyor belt, so keep that in mind, and be careful with what you step on in this dungeon. Speaking of which, this dungeon is known for having quite a few traps to deal with. Alright. Let's take the stairs here, because there's something I want to show you guys for a moment. Take notice of all of these coffins, all these caskets. And then there's 2 treasure boxes in here. Well, obviously, since we're not able to jump up there, we're going to have to drop from a floor above. Now, what you want to keep in mind is, you want to be careful of what hole you drop in from, because if you drop the wrong hole and you start causing a bunch of noise, because yeah, when you fall from a floor upward and you land on your feet, it causes quite a bit of a ruckus. That noise could wake these guys up. You don't want that, because you'll be ambushed. You'll be getting jumped by about 6 or 7 of those mummies. So yeah, we'll try to play it safe. And also, another thing you want to keep in mind, as you go along through this dungeon, you'll be running into these guys, the Sphinx, where they pop a question your way. For example, here's this first question. What animal walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 in the evening? See, they're throwing riddles at you. So throughout this dungeon, keep in mind they'll be throwing you riddles that you might have to really use your noggin for. And then there's trivia based on what you've based on what you've experienced throughout this, upon exploring throughout this area and possibly throughout the game. So you're really going to need to pay attention here, because every time you walk through these rooms that have these Sphinx, they'll pop the same question. You're given multiple choices. Guess right, and you move on ahead without having to put up a struggle. But if you guess wrong,
Die, stupid!
you get trapped, and you're forced to fight a group of these guys. So this can either make or break you, depending on how strong your party is. If you feel you can handle taking every one of these guys down, be my guest. Go right ahead and try to take these guys down. Forget the questions. Say to hell with these quizzes. I'm just gonna kill you bastards, you know? But for the sake of this Let's Play, we're gonna play it safe. And go ahead and at least this way you'll know what answers to expect to whichever questions they throw your way. But let me go ahead and get these guys, level 82 Sphinx, out of the way, and I shall return with you momentarily. Ooh, that battle was actually pretty rough. Take my advice. Don't fight these guys very often. Their poison breath hurts. Bad. I mean, it's a good thing I had Ark with me, otherwise we'd been really screwed. Okay, so moving on. I should probably tell you something else before moving onward. If you take a right here from this room, you'll come to the center, where there's a bunch of different directions that the hands will take you, should you step on it. A lot of these are pretty much traps. They'll take you to one of these holes that are around the room. That'll make you fall to the floor below you that has all those mummies I showed you earlier. So if you're going to get the treasure or make your way up to the next floor, you're going to have to choose carefully about which path you take. Now, there's about, let's see, 2, 4, 7, 8 different pathways you can take depending on which direction you come from. So, we're not going to attempt any of these things yet. Let's go around the pyramid and explore some more. And also, take note of these sands that you stand on. Depending on which one you stand on, you're pushed in a certain direction. You have no way of trying to maneuver yourself around while you're standing on these. So whatever direction the sand shifts in is the way you go. Like so. This will take you back here, and you'll be shift back down toward this way. That's if you wanted to backtrack. To advance, we're going to follow this pathway here, and we're going to take this little patch of sand going up this way, and head on to the next room from here. And here we encounter more of these Sphinx. So yeah, like I said, brush up on your trivia if you want to survive. Here's our next question. What is the name of the cave to the east? Okay, this isn't a riddle, this is a simple trivia question. The cave that we just visited, if you've paid attention, you would know that the name, and you gotta make sure you pay attention to how it's spelled, 2K Cave. You may pass, wise man. And like that, they disappear. Alright, this pathway takes you to another one of those possible pathways of what conveyor belts to stand up. But we're not going to go that way either. Here in this room, these blocks can be pushed, and we're going to be coming across 1 or 2 of these throughout this dungeon. As you make your way through this little maze of sorts here, which isn't too terribly bad. And here we've got more Sphinx. Oh boy. What's our next question? What does the G in your monetary system stand for? Okay. This is basic game trivia here. This is what the G really stands for as far as money. It would help if you actually either read the instruction manual, because I think it says in there, or if you just paid attention to, throughout the game, whether it be from dialogue or signs, whatever you read that say what, the monetary is. In this case, the monetary that Ark the Lad uses is gauze. You may pass, wise one. So yeah, nothing too shabby. I think the only tough questions you come across is either the riddles that will just mess with your head badly, and those that may seem like you wouldn't expect, as far as like well, you'll see what I mean soon enough. Okay, here is one of the possible pathways you want to take. One, like I said, one will lead to the next floor, one will lead to treasure. Now, if I did a quick practice run before I recorded this. So, if memory serves, the right pathway to choose for treasure is this one. Actually, I was wrong. That takes you to the next floor. Okay. So it was the other end coming from the south that leads you to treasure. Right, okay. I think this is one of those deals where you can only go through the pyramid once. So what we're going to do is try to backtrack a little bit. Let's see, where can we go from here that won't get us into trouble? There's not a lot of choices to make here. Okay. Could I take that? No, that'll take me that way. That'll take me here. Okay, well, either way, it seems we're going to have to deal with the possibility that we'll be fighting some mummies. There's no way around at this point, because I do want to get that treasure, because there's a couple of good weapons I've heard that you can get. So, let's try it this way. Yeah, that's going to take us down. Okay. Alright. Well, here's a fine example of what to not do in waking these guys up. So, bear with me, guys, and I shall return momentarily.